Hi everybody, welcome back. We are going to attempt to make one of these. So I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. I already have our little paper and our clip. This paper, I have a bunch of different paper here that we can use. I just thought it would be cute to use the one right there. I have a ton of paper I can use up. I have like a bunch of this really pretty paper. And yeah, so a rose one, I'll just do, I've got 30 of these to make, so I can do 30. Let's see if I have my glue. It looks like I'm going to have to get some, I thought I was going to have to get some more of this, but I guess not. Okay. We are going to, you can use regular glue or you can use Mod Podge, and I got Mod Podge, but I don't know if I can open it because I haven't used it in a little bit. I need to make sure that I clean it off when I'm done. This one opens. Okay. I'm going to have to get some more. Is it even? I don't even think it's good. All right. So let's get a stick. Yeah. I'm going to have to buy some. It's cold down here, so glues and stuff don't really last a big long time. So that one is out. So we're going to have to, I need Mod Podge. I am going to have to I'm going to have to make an Amazon order, it looks like. And this one won't come off. It's liquid though, so this will work if I can get it open. And I'm going to probably have to take it up and put it in water. So in the meantime, I guess we will use my craft glue. And it doesn't really matter which glue you use, as long as it's glued down really well. So we'll use my craft glue. I just thought Mod Podge would work better. And I will just put a bunch of this down. And we will make it go I'll take a spatula thing and smooth it out. All right. So we will take this and just smooth it out. Just make sure you cover the whole thing. You want to cover the whole thing. I probably should have an apron on, but that's okay. As long as there's no wood hanging out. And it doesn't dry that quick, so there. So now we're going to take the paper. We're using this paper. And we're going to put it on here. Doesn't really matter where. Just put it on. And if you have a scraper, I don't know where my other scraper is, but if you have a a little thingy. Make sure that it's on there real good. Right? And then we're going to cut around it. See, I would take a bunch of these and just glue them down, and I would put them down somewhere so they, put something on top of them so they would work. Now you can use an X-Acto knife or scissors. I'm going to use scissors to get it as close as I can to the wood. And just like you do with any like scrapbooking thing, you can take ink, which I'm going to do in a minute, and you can ink up the sides. Okay, we've got it all cut out. And I kind of put this flower in the middle. But I think we should ink it a little bit. You don't have to, but I think it will look cute if you did. Right? Just adds a little something to it. Okay. Now, the interesting part is going to be if we can glue this down, because we want to glue it down. The thing is that this isn't flat, so you want to figure out how to glue it on. And it's got to be strong to be able to open it, right? To open it. So, and this stuff stinks to high heaven. So just know that when you're using glues that you have ventilation. Because this stuff does stink. So I don't know how well this is going to hold. We shall find out. Put it down there. We are going to let it dry for a little bit. And I'm thinking that I may have to get like a metal glue to do that with for it to stick. Because I don't know. It's got to take a little bit to dry. But this is just my first one. It's my let's see if it works thing. And then I'll know if I have to get like some kind of cement stuff to put on there. So I don't know how long this is going to dry. Probably a little bit. Because you can still move it around. So I don't know how long that's going to take to dry. So I will be back in a little bit. See how it goes. Hey everybody. We're going to do the part 2 finally. It's been a few days. A week or so. I finally figured it out. I needed to make sure this would stay on. So this is the finished little paper holder. And we are going to make a couple. And I figured we would do a couple of these since it's halfway to Halloween for another few weeks, that we would do some Halloween paper and see how cute these things come out. We get the Halloween paper out. Let's see. Let's pick one or two pieces. Excuse me. Oh, let's see. Should have did this beforehand. Let's do this one. Okay. Get a piece out. Let's get this one out. And let's get another piece out. All right. Let's do a couple of these since we're doing halfway to Halloween. Let's get two of the, with the little clips. I have little clips and I have big clips. The little clips are too small. We might do something with them later on, but for now, let's just use these bigger ones. And take a couple out. Okay. These are I think they are 2-inch, I believe. These ones are 2-inch. Because the other ones I got are 1 1/4 inch or something like that, and they're too small. You could do stuff with them, but they're too small. So we've got these ones. So let's put you down so you can see what's going on. And we've got our super glue. Hopefully it hasn't dried up. Hopefully that works because that's what holds these. So we picked this one. It has the pumpkins on it. And one that has just the stripes on it. So we are going to glue these onto the paper. So let's get the glue. And I believe I used this glue. I don't think I used I have glue in here too. I might have used the Elmer's. You could use Elmer's glue, either one. But I have this, so I'm going to see if it'll squeeze on. And then I'm going to take the spatula thing and make sure that it's all in. Now I wanted to use Mod Podge, but my Mod Podge is grody. I thought I had another one here. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do one with this. Now you could probably, once you glue it on here, you could Mod Podge the top of it if you want. I didn't do that with this one. I just put it on there. So we're going to turn this over, and I'm just going to stick it on. I'm going to do it right up to the edge here and squeeze it on there. We're going to give it some time to do stuff. Now I got 30 of these, so I could do as many as I wanted with with this paper. You know, I don't know how many it would do. It would probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 8 maybe. You could do that if you want to do themed ones, and I think I'll do that. I have a lot of spring, different kinds of papers over there that I just grabbed that I'm not using or whatever, and I just grabbed, I got some lined paper here, and this is like a peachy orangey color, which is probably what we'll do with this one. The rest, most of them are yellow, but I thought we'll do a lined one. We'll do a lined one, and then this one is like orange and black, and we'll just use yellow on this one like we did this one. So with this one, I think this is the one I can't open. That was the problem, that I couldn't open it. So we will just use one of these. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna glue it around. So it will stick. Ideally, I would use Mod Podge, but I can't open that. I don't know. My other one was all dried up. When I go shopping, I'm going to have to get some. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of put it towards the edge and push down. Kind of let it dry. And then we're going to take our scissors and cut it as close as you can to it. There's our little paper. Now some of it didn't glue down all the way, so you just want to go around it because it's still wet, right? Now you can take a sander or a filer or whatever and just do the edges. Now on this one I did ink it. You could do that again. Could ink it up. I'm gonna just sand the paper. So it's down. Probably be easier if I had my sanding block. That's okay. We can do it this way. Does the same thing. And then we're going to take our Distress, put some black ink on here. and just kind of go around the edges. Now you could do, you could dress this up any way you wanted. You could dress this up, like do a saying underneath it or whatever. Now you kind of want to match this up really well. It's going to go between those two lines. And I'm going to take some of my super glue, because I didn't get the kind of glue that she had. I just went down and got some super glue, and I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to line it up where I thought. And you're going to let these set. The super glue's got to set. And it usually doesn't take very long. And you could put some, once it's set, you can fill in the little holes up above. That's what I did with this one, is I just went in up top and kind of filled it in. And you can use any kind of paper. You can use this paper. You can use index card paper. So it would be like lines, more lines. So I'm just going to move this over without it dropping so we can do this one. And this one, I probably put too much glue down. I'm going to put this back over on my holder here so I don't get it everywhere. And I'm going to cut this close to this board as possible. You could even use fabric if you wanted to. Really pretty fabrics. But I have these papers, so I might as well use them, you know. And you can squeeze the glue out and wipe it on your towel that you have nearby. And call it good. You can squeeze it out. It's so cute. Look at the little faces. I said you can squeeze it out. That one I probably put too much glue on. It took quicker to dry, and just take the excess glue off. I'm putting it on my pants. I shouldn't do that, but and then because there's still a lip right there, I'm gonna just cut that off. And there's a little lip right here. Now you could do both sides if you want, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to sell these, and I'm going to make up a little, I thought I made Laura's Creations little stamp thing, but I got to do that. But I'll probably just put LC. It's also my maiden name, Laura Chenard. It starts with a C. I don't think I can cut this off. I'm going to try. But if you want to get involved with a craft fair or anything, this is a real quick and easy. Well, it's not really quick. I suppose it's quick if you have all your stuff. It would be quick. And we're going to take our little, can't really see the black, but that's okay. Now we're going to put this on. We could use the that one, but we're not. We're going to use this one. Now, when I sell these, I will probably take the paper, wrap them up real good. So this is going to go on there like that, and then you'll see it. Now, is this on there? Yep. It is on there. I'm just going to leave it overnight, though. And I'll put the yellow one on there. And we're going to do the peachy one on this one. So we're going to put more glue on. You can, because this is metal, so you want it to stick, right? You want it to stick. You don't want it to come off. Make sure you're using a ventilated area, because this stuff smells. And this is Scotch liquid super glue that I'm using. You could get Gorilla Glue. You could use, I don't know, that lady, what did she use? It was called something Flex, something. It's kind of made by the same thing as the Fabric Tech. Now, the Fabric Tech, I would use if you're using cloth for this. So, pretty cool. I thought it was a cute idea to do. And this one's going to go here, right, on this one. It's just cute. And then when you get them, you can decorate these, add little charms or whatever you want to it. I thought it would be cute. So I'm going to be adding these to my eBay page, which is called, it's not called Laura's Creations, it's called Twice as Nice Thrifter, because a lot of the stuff that's on there is thrifted. And I don't know if I want to make another, I might have to make another eBay page just so that it goes with what I'm trying to do. So I'll probably go in and do that. So that's all you do is just that. I mean, you can use sandpaper, you can use this, scissors, glue, different kinds of this. If you don't have any of these, this was a little expensive to go buy. These were like $1 something a piece. These were same thing. I got them at, there's 5 in here though. So you can buy index cards cheap and cut them in half, and it'll be the same size as this 3x3. So there's our little project. Aren't they cute? We finished it finally. So that's all you need to do is that. And again, we are Laura's Creations, and we will see you in our next little craft. Thanks for watching, and we will figure out something else to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks.